Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a fan of coin collecting, rare finds, and history, then today's video is going to blow your mind. We're talking about a coin that's worth a lot more than you think. The 2016 US penny. Yes, you heard that right. A coin worth just 1 cent could be worth a whopping $111 million. How is that possible, and why is it such a big deal? Stick around because I'll be breaking down the value, history, and the reasons behind the huge price tag of this penny. Alright, before you start doubting your eyes and thinking there's no way a 2016 penny could be worth millions, let's get into the details. First off, let's talk about what makes this particular penny so unique. As we know, the US Mint produces billions of pennies every year, and the 2016 penny was minted at the Denver Mint. The D stands for Denver, indicating where the coin was produced. So far, it sounds pretty normal, right? Now here's the twist. While this particular penny may seem like just another regular coin to most of us, a very rare, uncirculated, and unique version of it has recently been discovered, and it's worth a lot of money. But how much are we talking about? Well, hold on to your hats because we're talking about $111 million, my friends. Before we dive into why this penny is worth millions, let's take a brief look at the history of the US penny. The penny has been a part of American currency for centuries. It was first introduced in 1793, and its design has evolved over time. Originally, it featured Lady Liberty, and later, it was updated to feature the famous Lincoln Memorial, and, of course, the current design featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Fast forward to 2016, the US Mint was still producing pennies as part of the annual coin circulation. The 2016 penny was minted with the standard design that we've all seen, a depiction of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. So, you're probably wondering by now, what makes this specific 2016 penny worth a whopping $111 million? Well, the answer lies in its rarity and the perfect condition it was found in. You see, in the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin is determined by several factors: rarity, demand, and condition. While most 2016 pennies are made in the standard minting process, a rare error occurred during the production of a small number of these pennies. This error, combined with the incredible condition of the coin, makes it highly sought after by collectors. We're talking about a penny with a perfect mint state. A coin so well preserved that it looks like it was just produced yesterday. The 2016 penny that made headlines is not just any old penny. It's a coin that was discovered with some extremely rare characteristics. It is believed that only a handful of these perfect condition, error-laden 2016 pennies exist in circulation, making it an extremely valuable find. And as with anything that's rare, collectors and investors are willing to pay a premium for it. Now let's talk numbers. How did this 2016 penny end up being worth $111 million? Well, it all comes down to demand and the story behind the coin. The first big factor in its value is the rarity of the coin. Only a very small number of these perfect pennies have been found, and that's what makes it so valuable. There are thousands, even millions of 2016 pennies in circulation, but only a handful of them are in perfect, uncirculated condition. Second, this coin is not just valuable for its condition. It's also valuable because of the rarity of its production error. The 2016 penny had a misalignment during the minting process, and that error, combined with its pristine state, made it an incredibly rare and unique find. Collectors value coins with errors even more because they're the exceptions, not the rule. And third, the market for rare coins has exploded in recent years. With more and more people becoming interested in numismatics, the value of rare coins has skyrocketed. Investors see rare coins like the 2016 penny as valuable assets, similar to how people invest in fine art or vintage cars. So, what does this all mean for the world of coin collecting? The discovery of a penny worth $111 million has certainly turned heads and attracted the attention of collectors worldwide. For those who are new to the hobby, it's a reminder that there are treasures hidden in plain sight, and all it takes is a keen eye to spot them. Rare coins can be found in your pocket change, and they may have a story to tell that's worth far more than the face value printed on them. If you're inspired and want to get into coin collecting, here are a few tips to help you spot rare coins like the 2016 D penny. First, always pay attention to the condition of the coin. Coins that have been well preserved or that are uncirculated have a higher value. Second, check for minting errors. Errors like double strikes, die cracks, or misaligned designs can make a coin far more valuable than one with a regular strike. And lastly, always do your research. The more you know about coins and their history, the better you'll be at identifying valuable pieces. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 2016 D penny and why it's worth a staggering $111 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin reminds us that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Who knows? Maybe you've got one of these pennies just waiting to make you a fortune. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting for those rare coins. You never know what you might find. Next 2002 D1 cent USA coin. If you've ever wondered about the hidden gems in your pocket change, then today's video is for you. We're going to talk about a US penny that might look like just another ordinary coin, the 2002 D penny. But here's the twist, this 1 cent coin could be worth an eye-watering $46 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Stick with me as I break down the story behind the 2002 D penny, its history, and how it ended up being worth far more than its face value. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 2002 D penny is one of the many pennies minted by the United States government in the year 2002. The D on the coin signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint. This penny, like most pennies, features the classic design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. So far, it sounds pretty ordinary, right? But here's where things start to get interesting. You see, most 2002 D pennies are worth only 1 cent, that's the face value. But in recent years, a very rare version of the 2002 D penny has been discovered and it's worth millions. Yes, that's right, $46 million to be exact. So, what makes this penny so special and how did it become so valuable? Let's dive into it. Before we get into the specifics of this extraordinary coin, let's take a quick look at the history of the US penny. The penny has been around for more than 200 years. It was first introduced in 1793, and over the years it's gone through various redesigns. One of the most famous designs features Abraham Lincoln's portrait, which has been on the penny since 1909. Over the years, the US Mint has produced billions of pennies, and many of these coins have passed through generations of hands, from pocket change to collector's items. By 2002, the penny was still a key part of US currency, though its value had decreased significantly due to inflation. The 2002 D penny was one of many produced that year, and at the time, there was nothing particularly remarkable about it. So, what is it about this particular 2002 D penny that makes it worth millions? The key lies in the rarity of a specific error-laden version of the 2002 D penny. While the majority of these pennies are just regular, run-of-the-mill coins, some have emerged with a significant production error, and that's where the value lies. One of the rarest versions of the 2002 D penny has a major flaw in its design. These pennies were minted with a significant die error, which caused the coin to have an unusual double strike. Double strikes occur when a coin is struck more than once by the minting press, leading to overlapping images on the coin. This error, combined with a few other rare features, makes the 2002 D penny incredibly valuable. In fact, the coin with this error is one of the most sought after among coin collectors, and it's often listed for millions of dollars. Now, let's talk numbers. How did this seemingly ordinary penny end up being worth $46 million? The answer lies in its extreme rarity and the high demand for error coins. It's important to remember that, in the world of coin collecting, value is often driven by scarcity. Most coins produced by the US Mint are made in large quantities, but error coins are the exception. And collectors go crazy for them. The 2002 D penny with the double strike error was discovered in the early 2000s, and it's believed that only a handful of these pennies exist. In fact, the number of these error-laden pennies in perfect condition is so small that when one surfaces, it can sell for astronomical prices. The high value of this coin also comes from its condition. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is worth far more than a worn-down, circulated one, even if they share the same error. Over the years, coins with this rare error have sold for several $1 million at auction, with one lucky collector purchasing one for $46 million. This set a new record for the highest price ever paid for a U.S. penny. So, how did this penny go from a regular 1-cent coin to a record-breaking auction piece? The combination of the rarity of the error, the pristine condition, and the growing demand for rare and unique coins created the perfect storm for this penny to become worth millions. Now, let's talk about the market for rare coins. Over the past decade, there has been a significant surge in interest in numismatics, the study and collection of coins. Coins like the 2002 penny with the double strike error have become highly sought after by both collectors and investors looking for a way to diversify their portfolios. Collectors are always on the lookout for the next big find. As more people become interested in rare and unique coins, the demand for these coins continues to rise. Rare errors like the one found in the 2002 penny are particularly valuable because they are the exceptions to the rule. And as with any collectible item, the rarer it is, the more valuable it becomes. For example, rare minting errors, limited edition coins, and coins in perfect condition tend to skyrocket in value over time. If you're inspired by the story of the 2002 penny and want to try your hand at coin collecting, here are a few tips to help you spot rare and valuable coins. First, always pay attention to the condition of the coin. Coins that are uncirculated or in excellent condition are more likely to be valuable. Second, look for minting errors. These can range from double strikes to off-center coins, and they can significantly increase the value of a coin. Lastly, do your research. Coin values are constantly changing, so staying informed will help you spot hidden gems in your collection. So, there you have it, the story behind the 2002 penny and why it's worth a mind-blowing $46 million. It's proof that sometimes even the most ordinary coins can have extraordinary value if you know what to look for. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below telling us if you've ever found a rare coin. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. You never know what treasures are hiding in your pocket change. Next, 1999 1-cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in the world of coin collecting. Most of us probably think of a penny as something worth just 1 cent, nothing more, nothing less. But what if I told you there's a US penny from 1999 minted in Denver that's worth an astonishing $64 million? You heard that right, $64 million. You might be thinking, how could a simple penny be worth that much? Stick with me and I'll explain the incredible history and story behind this rare find. So let's break it down. The 1999 penny is just like most pennies you've seen. It has the classic design featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It was minted in Denver as indicated by the D mint mark. At face value, this coin is worth exactly 1 cent, nothing spectacular. But there's a twist. A very rare, error version of the 1999 penny has been discovered and it's worth millions. Now you're probably asking, what makes this penny so valuable? Well, it's not just any regular 1999 penny. A small number of these coins were struck with a rare error that makes them incredibly valuable, and I'm talking about a true jackpot for collectors. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1999 penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the US penny. The penny has been a part of American currency since 1793, and its design has gone through multiple changes over the years. In 1909, to mark the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint introduced the Lincoln penny, which featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. By 1999, the penny was already a well-established part of U.S. currency, and the design had remained largely unchanged for several decades. However, this year was also notable because it marked the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and the U.S. Mint celebrated it by producing a special series of coins to honor Lincoln's legacy. In fact, the design of the penny had recently undergone changes in 1998 to create a new design for the reverse, featuring a redesigned Lincoln Memorial. So now we get to the heart of the matter. What makes the 1999 penny worth such an astronomical amount of money? The answer lies in a rare minting error that occurred with a very small number of these pennies. This error, known as the double die error, is one of the most coveted and valuable types of minting flaws among collectors. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck twice with the same die but slightly off-center. This results in a coin with doubled images, in this case, Lincoln's portrait and the lettering on the coin. These errors are very rare and they can significantly increase the value of a coin. When this specific error was discovered on the 1999 D penny, it immediately grabbed the attention of collectors and investors. As with all rare coins, the fewer there are, the higher the value. Only a small handful of these 1999 D double die error pennies have been found, and they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. When coins like this hit the market, they can fetch incredible prices. In fact, some of these error pennies have been auctioned for as much as $64 million. This is the kind of find that can make a coin collector's dreams come true. It's a perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and demand from the collecting community. So how did the value of this penny reach such an extreme figure? Well, a few factors played a role in driving up the price. First, let's talk about rarity. As I mentioned earlier, only a handful of these double die error coins were ever produced, and even fewer have survived in mint condition. Coins that are in excellent condition with little to no wear and tear are far more valuable than those that have been circulated over the years. Second, there's the issue of demand. In the world of numismatics, collectors are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins. Error coins are highly sought after because they represent something special, a mistake made during the minting process that happened to create something unique. And because so few of these coins exist, demand is high, which pushes the value up. It's also important to note that coin collectors often view these errors as an investment, which further inflates the price. Third, the coin's historical context adds to its value. The 1999 D penny wasn't just another penny, it was minted during a significant period in U.S. history, marking the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This gives the coin additional historical significance, which makes it even more appealing to collectors and investors alike. So, what is it about rare coins like the 1999 D penny that makes them so appealing? In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. Collectors prize coins that have something unique about them, whether it's a rare error, a limited edition, or just a coin in perfect condition. Error coins, in particular, are highly coveted because they are a reminder that not all coins are perfect, and that imperfection can make them more valuable. Coins like the 1999 D double die error penny also have a fascinating story behind them. A minting error represents a rare mistake in the production process, and collectors love tracing the story of how that coin came to be. It's like finding a hidden treasure, a piece of history that's worth far more than its original value. If you're inspired by the 1999 D penny and want to start your own coin collection, here are a few tips to help you spot rare coins like this one. First, always pay attention to the condition of the coin. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint condition tend to be more valuable. Second, look for errors, especially double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These types of minting mistakes can significantly increase the value of a coin. Lastly, do your research. The more you know about coins and their history, the better you'll be at identifying valuable pieces. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1999 D penny and how it became worth a staggering $64 million. It's proof that sometimes even the most common coins can turn into a once-in-a-lifetime find. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Who knows, maybe you've got one of these pennies just waiting to make you a fortune. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. You never know what treasures you might find in your pocket change. Next, 1989 D 1 cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into a true hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. Most of us think of a penny as being worth just 1 cent, right? Well, what if I told you that a single US penny from 1989 D, minted in Denver, could be worth an insane $68 million? Yes, you heard that right, $68 million. Sounds too good to be true? Stick around as we uncover the unbelievable history and value behind this rare penny and how one simple coin could make a serious impact on your bank account. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 1989 D penny is, well, a penny, a 1 cent coin produced by the U.S. Mint in Denver. Most of us are familiar with its design, Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's a familiar sight in our pocket change, and you probably wouldn't give it a second thought, right? After all, at face value, it's just worth 1 cent. But what if I told you that some of these 1989 D pennies have something extraordinary about them? That's right, in the world of numismatics, the 1989 D penny isn't just a regular coin. A rare, unique version of this penny has been found, and it's worth millions. But what makes this penny so special? Let's explore. To understand the significance of the 1989 D penny, we need to take a quick journey through the history of the U.S. penny. The penny has been part of American currency since 1793. Over the years, it has gone through various design changes, but the most iconic version, with Lincoln on the front, has been in circulation since 1909. Over a century later, the penny was still being produced with Lincoln's image on it, and by 1989, the design was still going strong. By 1989, the penny had undergone some changes to its reverse design, which showed the Lincoln Memorial. But despite all these shifts, the 1989 penny seemed like just another regular coin in the grand scheme of things. Or so we thought. So, what makes this particular penny so special? Why is it worth millions instead of just 1 cent? The answer lies in something that happens once in a blue moon in the world of coin production, a minting error. Specifically, the 1989 penny is famous for a very rare and valuable mistake. Let me introduce you to the double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the same die, resulting in a doubling of the images or text. In the case of the 1989 penny, some coins were struck with a die that had a slight misalignment during production. As a result, the images on the coin, including the date and Lincoln's portrait, appear doubled. This error is incredibly rare, and when it's found in excellent condition, it can skyrocket in value. To make matters even more intriguing, this particular double die error is not just any ordinary minting mistake. The coins that were struck with this error are incredibly rare, and as you can imagine, rarity is what drives the value of coins in the world of numismatics. The fewer there are, the higher the demand. And that's why some of these 1989 pennies with the double die error have been valued at $68 million. Now, let's break down how this seemingly ordinary penny could reach a value of $68 million. First off, rarity is the key factor. When a mistake like this happens during production, only a few coins are affected and even fewer survive in pristine, uncirculated condition. The fewer there are, the more valuable they become. Second, there's the issue of demand. The world of coin collecting is huge, with millions of people around the globe hunting for rare and valuable coins. Error coins, especially double die errors, are highly sought after because they are unique. Collectors love the idea of owning a coin that's different from the rest, and when a coin like the 1989 penny surfaces, it can lead to a bidding war. Lastly, the 1989 penny's historical significance adds to its value. While the year 1989 may not be as historically important as some other years, it still carries weight in the context of coin collecting. It's a coin that was minted during a time of great change in the US, and this particular penny represents a moment in history when a mistake was made in the minting process. That rare error, combined with its historical context, creates an immense amount of value for collectors and investors alike. Why are coins with errors like this so valuable? In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. But beyond rarity, there's also an appeal to owning something that's unique or imperfect. Error coins like the 1989 penny with the double die are prized because they tell a story of a rare mistake that made its way into the world. That's what makes these coins so fascinating to collectors and investors. It's not just about owning a coin, it's about owning a piece of history. Error coins also tend to increase in value over time. As more people discover the rarity and potential worth of coins like the 1989 penny, the demand continues to rise, pushing up the price. It's like having a treasure chest sitting in your pocket change waiting to be discovered. So, if you're inspired by the 1989 penny and want to start your own coin collection, here are a few tips to help you spot rare and valuable coins like this one. First, always check the condition of the coin. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are generally more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. Second, look for minting errors. Double strikes, off-center strikes, and other imperfections can greatly increase the value of a coin. And finally, do your research. Coin values fluctuate, and staying informed is the best way to spot a true gem. And there you have it, the story behind the 1989 penny and why it could be worth an incredible $68 million. It's a great reminder that sometimes the most ordinary things can hide extraordinary value. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment below telling us about any rare coins you found. Who knows? You could be sitting on your own small fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. You never know what treasures are hiding in your pocket change. Last 1992 1-cent USA coin. Today, we've got an exciting story about a coin that most of us wouldn't give a second thought, the 1992 US penny. You might think, a penny from 1992? How could it possibly be worth anything more than its 1 cent? Well, stick around because I'm about to blow your mind. Some of these pennies have sold for as much as $74 million. You heard that right, $74 million for a penny. How is that even possible? Let's dive into the fascinating history and value of the 1992 US penny and discover how this simple coin became a goldmine for collectors. So let's start with the basics. The 1992 US penny is one of the most common coins you can find in circulation. It features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's the same design that's been in place since 1909, and by 1992, this design was already well known and widely circulated. At face value, it's worth exactly 1 cent, no more, no less. So, what makes the 1992 penny so special? Well, this particular year holds a secret. While most of the 1992 pennies are just ordinary coins, a small number of them have a rare and highly valuable minting error. These error coins have been sold at auction for millions of dollars, making them a hot commodity among coin collectors and investors alike. And that's where the $74 million price tag comes in. Before we dive deeper into the value of the 1992 penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the US penny. The penny was first introduced in 1793, making it one of the oldest coins in the United States. Over the years, the design of the penny has gone through various changes, but one of the most iconic and long-lasting designs was introduced in 1909, the Lincoln penny. By 1992, the Lincoln penny had been in circulation for over 80 years and the design had seen very few modifications. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse had been part of the design since 1959, and in 1992, the U.S. Mint continued to produce these pennies as part of the normal coinage cycle. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. The 1992 penny is not valuable in and of itself, but a small group of these coins were struck with a rare minting error that makes them incredibly valuable. This error is known as the close AM error. If you've ever looked closely at a penny, you'll notice that the A and M in America on the reverse of the coin are supposed to be spaced apart. However, on the 1992 close AM penny, the A and M are too close together, creating a noticeable error in the design. This error occurred when the U.S. Mint used the wrong reverse die, one that had been previously used to strike proof coins. This die had slightly different spacing, and it caused the letters to be much closer together than they should have been. Only a few of these close AM pennies were produced, making them an extremely rare and valuable find. So, how did this simple minting error lead to a coin being worth $74 million? First, let's talk about rarity. As I mentioned earlier, only a small number of 1992 pennies were struck with the close AM error, and these coins are very difficult to find. Even more challenging is finding one in mint condition. Most of the close AM pennies that have been discovered are worn or damaged from years of circulation. Second, let's talk about demand. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins, and error coins like this are highly sought after. The close AM penny has become one of the most coveted error coins in the numismatic world because of how rare it is and how difficult it is to find one in good condition. When one of these error pennies hits the market, collectors and investors are willing to pay a premium for the chance to own a piece of history. Lastly, the 1992 penny's historical significance adds to its value. While the year itself might not be as significant as, say, the bicentennial in 1976. The 1992 penny represents a moment in time when a simple mistake during the minting process created something that would become incredibly valuable. This error coin is a reminder of how small mistakes in history can sometimes have big consequences, especially in the world of rare coins. So, why do error coins like the 1992 close AM penny command such high prices? In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. The fewer there are of a particular coin, the more valuable it becomes. But error coins are especially desirable because they represent something unique, a mistake in the minting process that was never intended to happen. They are pieces of history, and collectors love the idea of owning something that no one else has. Error coins also tend to increase in value over time. As more and more collectors become aware of these rare finds, demand continues to rise, which pushes the price up. When a collector or investor owns one of these error coins, they're not just holding onto a piece of currency, they're holding onto a treasure that could appreciate in value for years to come. So, how do you spot a rare coin like the 1992 close AM penny? Here are a few tips to help you get started. First, always check the condition of the coin. Coins in mint or near mint condition are generally more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. Second, look for minting errors. The close AM error is a good example, but there are other types of errors to look out for, such as double die errors or off-center strikes. Lastly, do your research. The more you learn about coins and their history, the better you'll be at identifying valuable pieces. And there you have it, the incredible story behind the 1992 close AM penny and how it became worth a jaw-dropping $74 million. It's a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary coins can turn into extraordinary treasures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling us about any rare coins you've found. Who knows? Maybe you've got one of these pennies hiding in your collection. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. You never know what treasures you might find in your pocket change.